Hey, what's up? It's J Bulls, and I'm playing Project
Great
Cars.
job.
Thank
That's
you
great
so
pace.
much.
Don't switch off. We're building a really good gap now to second. Keep it up.
Thank you so much for joining me for these last closing laps of the race. I've done 125 miles, started 7th, and raced these two guys pretty hard throughout the majority of the race. But when it came time to pits, I was the leader. Came into the pits and was able to just get out in front, and now I have got a commanding lead. I'm not in any danger of getting passed whatsoever. Second place is 42 seconds behind me. The entire field is actually almost a lap down, and in these last 5 laps, I'm just chilling, man. I'm just cruising along. So it's been a very good race for me, driving this McLaren 12C, and I thank you very much for joining me for these closing laps as I set sail to capture victory. Just a couple of laps to go. I really love this racetrack. I always do really well here, so I was very confident going into this race that I would have a really good one. And it was almost bad right here, actually, in the early laps of the race. I was racing for the lead and got spun around by the second place guy, pretty much in the same fashion as I did when I raced at Laguna Seca at the Mazda racetrack last week. Pretty much same fashion, but I was able to rebound and come all the way back up and grab the lead, and done a really good job the second half of this race taking care of the tires. I've been practicing that lately, trying to be a little easier on the tires because I usually wear them up a little quicker, and so I've been practicing that, and this last half of the race I've done a very good job. I still have a pretty good tire wear to carry me to the end of this thing.
You're closing on some back markers. Watch out for the twitchy ones. Keep it clean and slide past.
But at the moment of the pits, when I came into the pits, my plan from the start of the race was to pit on lap 30. That's what I wanted to make it to. And when that came around, me, second place and third place were all within 1 second of one another. So we were battling the first half of the race pretty hard. And I came into the pits as the leader. And the plan was, if I could pit early, I wanted to be able to get out of the pits, get by myself on the racetrack, run really fast laps, so hopefully when it cycled around, I would be ahead of those guys. And boy was I. When this thing cycled back around, I had about a 25-second lead, and I've only been able to increase that as we've gone, now that I'm out here by myself. Just racing the track, actually, not even racing the other cars. Just racing the track, and since I've been able to kind of do that these last 25 laps, I have put a 47-second lead together. So the last half of the race was pretty uneventful, but still it was fun to get a lead like this and hold on to it. And I've used this opportunity to really practice this track and find out how to be faster around here. So these last couple of laps I've been running have been some of my best ones, I thought. And I've been able to protect the tire wear. So it's been good. Of course, it has been a long race, 125 miles around here. Forward to this one to being over with, grabbing this lead and grabbing this win. Excuse me. Real quick, looking forward to the Indy 500, the Indy 400 tomorrow for NASCAR. I almost said the Indy 500, the Indy 400, the Brickyard 400 in NASCAR. Looking forward to that race. Jeff Gordon's going to be back in the car, and I was never much of a Jeff Gordon fan. I'll be honest. I never really was a fan of him, but I am looking forward to seeing him back out there and racing again. He'll be driving for Dale Earnhardt Jr., who's still having concussion-like symptoms, which he's had concussion-like symptoms before, quite regularly, actually. I think he had some last year.
Great job.
And I think he suffered from it the year before, so he needs to maybe start looking at maybe hanging up the helmet and actually just being an owner. Because concussion is something you don't want to mess with there. But looking forward to the Indy race, and looking forward to seeing Jeff Gordon back out there and racing again. Yeah, it should be a good one. Indy usually comes down to a tire race, which I kind of like. I like those races where it's like all about tires and fuel. I do enjoy, because I like pit strategy. That's part of my favorite part of racing is the strategy. So Indy lends itself well to that. And I'm looking forward to seeing that one. But 2 laps to go here for me. And just trying to not do anything too crazy. My lead has grown in the last couple of laps to now 53 seconds, almost a minute ahead. As I come down to my final lap of the race, these last 2 miles.
Great driving, mate. Pace is really good. We're building a nice gap to second place now. Keep up the good work.
I embark on these last 2 miles. 125-mile race, only 2 miles to go. This section over here is my favorite part of the racetrack, I think. This is a lot of fun going through here. It's just very fast. Down into this sweeping corner. I like this. This has been
You're just closing up on some of the back markers. Let's get by without any drama. Come on, keep focused. Slide by.
This has just been a really fun part of the race track for me. Looks like I'm going to have 1 lap car to deal with before I see victory here in Germany. And I doubt these fans, or these German fans that came out to see this race today, are going to be happy with McLaren taking victory. I held off a BMW and an Audi to win, so I doubt these fans are going to be too pleased that a McLaren is winning this race. Winning, and there it is. There I am in that sharp McLaren 12C GT3, and I am the winner. I am victorious here in Germany. And like I said, held off a BMW to win the race, so don't think they're going to be too pleased with that. But it was a good one. It was a good one. I think I about put the whole field a lap down, didn't I? Man, it was a good one. Thank you for watching. I'm Jables. This was Project Curse. I'll see you next race.